This is the Goodwill case study. My name is Tyler Bond, and my partner's name is Jamal Anderson. So, a quick history of Goodwill. In 1902, Edgar J. Helms started Goodwill. And then in 1957, Goodwill Industries of Middle Tennessee was formed. Once it formed, Goodwill Industries of Middle Tennessee worked primarily with people who had disabilities by providing job training and other services. However, in 1994, the growing number of people without disability could also benefit from the services of Goodwill. They changed the mission around to add clients with challenges ranging from lapse in their work history, no work history, lack of education, those with a criminal record, former drug users, and others who had trouble finding or keeping jobs. From 2000 to 2004, Goodwill opened employment centers in Berry Hill, Franklin, Shelbyville, and Cookeville. Also during this time period, they partnered with Safe Haven to provide services to the homeless. In 2009, Career Solutions served 11,237 clients and placed 2,465 in jobs. During the next couple of years, Goodwill opened stores in East Nashville and Shelbyville. They also launched a program to assist those who have experienced hardship due to natural disaster, fire, domestic violence, or unemployment. In 2011, they received 38,594,942 pounds of textiles from 1,316,335 donors. Next, we look at their business strategy. They have a focused differentiation strategy, and they're also a low-cost provider. They receive clothing and household goods donations from people and sell them for less expensive costs in their stores. Goodwill's focus is to provide an opportunity for low-income people to buy clothing they may need to wear in their everyday lives. That's a little strategy. The driving forces, technology. Technology is important for businesses to be able to connect with the customers. Goodwill needs to make sure that they are having continuous improvements in technology. There's an app that Goodwill offers that will help you find a location that is nearby. This would be beneficial if you want to donate clothing, but we're not sure where Goodwill locations would be. However, apps from other businesses can do everything you could do on a location. Does this push Goodwill to rethink their app and to make improvements? Another driving force would be the economy. Goodwill of Middle Tennessee's aim is to provide low-cost products to people who can't afford much. Also, to provide people with a job that have trouble getting one. Economy is an important driving force. If the economy is struggling, that could hurt businesses like Goodwill, who collects donations from people and sells to people who are struggling. If the economy is strong, more people are inclined to donate. And then the last driving force would be the market. Goodwill of Middle Tennessee competes with other low-cost providers and nonprofit organizations. So, take example, the Salvation Army. They would be in the market competing against Goodwill. So the Salvation Army, and so Goodwill has to compete with other, and basically they're competing with who can, they're trying to get donations to help their organization, but other organizations are trying to get donations to help their organization. So we now move to key success factors. Some key success factors: commitment to their community. Middle Tennessee Goodwill opens up to many people in the state of Tennessee by offering employment at their career institution. Goodwill also introduces computers and resume help in ongoing careers. Middle Tennessee Goodwill does not discriminate towards the disability or special needs, which they actually employ them. They serve others. Throughout Tennessee, they give gifts to different organizations and different people, as you know, and also they also do tons of community service events too. And they also have career centers that I think is a good one because they help people find jobs. People come in the career center and they work to help someone find that job. They'll help you with your resume. They'll help you with what you need to help and what you think they can improve. The next is the five forces model. The risk of entrance is strong. There's risk. How Goodwill has a certain design, that stands out from other nonprofit organizations, but there's a lot of new nonprofit organizations that are coming in, and so they're going to be constantly competing with Goodwill. The threat of rivalry is also strong because, like I said, there's a lot more nonprofit organizations out there that could make a difference. And, Goodwill is competing with places like the Salvation Army, um, numerous homeless shelters, nonprofit organizations, Boys and Girls Club, all those nonprofit organizations Goodwill is competing with. So the threat of rivalry is strong. The bargaining power of buyers is moderate. The bargaining power of suppliers is moderate, and the threat of substitute is strong. Um, Now we go into we're gonna go into the SWOT analysis. The strength, good locations. Um, Goodwill are set up in a lot of good locations here in Middle Tennessee. Online shopping. Yeah, you can also shop online, which is a positive thing. Weakness, though, is selection. You never know what people are going to donate. And so stores could have limited selection or they could have big selection. And also smell. And by smell, a lot of people bring in older clothes. A lot of people bring in older clothes. So the smell could be, it could be those clothes could look dirty. They could look nasty. So Goodwill has to make sure that they sort through it and make sure it doesn't get to their store locations. And next we have opportunities, job placement. Goodwill will place you in a job if you have trouble finding a job. You could have a chance to work for Goodwill, or they'll work with you finding another job. And also partnerships with larger companies. From family owned to globally known, Goodwill is honored to work with the nation's top brands to fight unemployment and underemployment. In the past years, Walmart, Cintas are the major partners and have made significant investments to advance Goodwill's work in local communities. So we go into threats, and basically the next one after opportunities is threats. Salvation Army is a big one. Other nonprofit organizations are big too. So, they're all good. Nonprofit organizations are good for the community. At the same time, Goodwill is trying to, raise money to work on their uh, community service. They're working on money to pay their employees that might have trouble finding jobs. So Goodwill is competing with other nonprofit organizations. And so our next one is going to be the financial analysis. Gross profit margin is steady at 32% without any large variations between the years since 2012. Profit margin, Goodwill's profit margin since 2012 has averaged from 7 to 8% with a constant growth. Current ratio, Goodwill has kept its current ratio above 1 since 2012, and in 2014 it raised from 1.72 to 2.85. Earnings per share, Goodwill has continuous growth in earnings per share every year from 5 in 2012 up to 5.85 in 2014. Return on assets, for every dollar Goodwill has invested in assets during 2014, they produced 21 cents in profit. Return on equity, 2014, every dollar